No. Ugh. Speak of the culprit. You. Get off of it. You. Get off of it. Ugh. No. I'm about to go get some water. Hold on. I'll be back. I'm getting a pitcher of water. 1 second. Love you. I think it's downstairs. Okay, 1 second, please. I'm attacking beetles. Where'd you go? I don't know where you are, but get off my stuff. Keep it here if I see it again. Okay, hi. Oh, this is... I've had this for years. I went to an Oktoberfest in a different state and got it there. Okay. Hi. Sorry, I had to run inside to get water. So I want to show you guys, my roses started blooming again. And then these beetles, hello plane, flying low. Hold on, let me show you that. Here's the plane. Wait, do you guys see it? Anyway, I want to show you my flowers. They're pretty, and they're like not a white. They're like a cream colored, like a pinkish, like a light peach color. And as I was looking at them to show you, I saw the beetles on them. Yesterday, it was disgusting. Disgusting. So gross. That's why these don't look okay. But I ordered some stuff. I had a holistic solution for it. It's not always working, so I had to order some new stuff. But anyways, I'm gonna show you them. I've got to clean them up again. But they got attacked. It was disgusting. It was disgusting. There was like multiple, like they had like 8 on each thing. It was so freaking gross. 1 second. All right. Don't look at my toes. You see them? Aren't they pretty? There's one inside. Oh my gosh, I gotta get the water. Do you see that? That little devil right there. I'm gonna get it. 1 second, please. I have to attack this with water. You, get out. Get out. Out. It's making me so angry. Why do they do that? I will fight an insect. Get off the roses. If my chocolate could hit you, I'd hit you with this freaking chocolate. I'm about to do it. You. So listen, I look crazy. I don't even know if you guys could see me hanging over my railing here. I can't reach it. And my neighbor's moving. So I'm sure I looked nuts. I don't care. Oh my gosh. I don't like those things. So mad. Anyways, it's supposed to be raining today. It's not. It was raining this morning. It's not raining now. Sorry, I'm adjusting one moment. So mad. Why? Why? In the year before, they were like all over this wheatgrass stuff, which I'm going to uproot this year. But anyway, when winter comes, I'm uprooting that. I don't want it anymore. But anyway, I'm gonna have to move back. Okay, 1 second. So I have to move back so that my phone's not in the sun and doesn't overheat. Should we move inside? Hi, thanks for being with me as I do all this. Anyway, could you see the beetle inside the rose? There was like 8 of them on multiple of them. It's making me really upset. So disgusting. They're destroying them. They're eating them. Ugh. Like, you can see the leaves. Go away, fly. Hi, how are you? You doing good? So this looks gray here, but it's not. It's actually, did I already talk about this? Anyway, black stripes with light blue in between the black stripes. It needs one more button right here. One more button, just right there. Anyhow. How are you doing? Have you eaten? I might move inside, you guys. I don't want this phone to overheat. It's been having an issue with that. And I've already offloaded a ton of stuff, so I don't know why it's doing it. I also have a ton of storage. Hello. Hi. Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear the bird. We might need to move inside. Let me see how this is feeling. It's all right. Okay. I don't think I can scoot back anymore. So I also realized that people may not know this table actually used to be a glass top table. It fell over one time and shattered. So then got wood and put that on the table instead. But I think I'm gonna have to get a new one. Well, not I think, I know I need to get a new table. All right, you guys are really close because I don't want my phone in the sun. Anyway, have you eaten? Enough of my talking a lot. Totally continue talking a lot a little bit later. I have no water now. I've poured it all out, trying to defeat the beetles. I was able to get rid of 2 beetles. But that guy inside of the rose itself, holding on. Fight it. Anyway. How has your day been? Day, night, evening, morning, whatever it may be. Hope it's been good. I heard a lot of good songs this morning. And then, what was my devotional? Yes, that. And then, yes, I had to think of it. Sorry, I did my devotional hours ago. Hours ago. I thought that today, now that I'm aware of, you know, all the new people, I could do something I did a long time ago, which is, I'm just gonna check the phone again. Okay. Pardon me. Okay. Which is, and there's a playlist of this. It's called We're Not Really Strangers. I did this a long time ago, a few years ago. And I don't actually have the original. I gave the original game away to a friend. It's fine, whatever. Okay. It's called We're Not Really Strangers. And it's about connection with others. There's a playlist on the channel if you'd like to watch it. I did this with people. Again, it was just like a podcast type thing, I guess, because it's only audio, no video. I mean, it's a picture as a, still photo. Yeah, I did it with a few people, and then I stopped because it became something that I didn't intend for it to become. I'm thankful for all the love and kindness, but it became, anyway, it became something that was not my intention. I was just trying to show connection and that we're all the same. So I stopped doing it. But it's still there. You're welcome to hear and listen to it if you would like to hear the perspective of others and learn, a little bit more about me through other people. Anyway, so the instructions are friends are the people who get, so this is the friend edition, but this is the same, like it's about building connection. It says like any relationship, we need to maintain it with intention and care. Whether you this is because it's friends, whether you've grown apart, found each other recently, there is always more to learn and love about the people you are closest to ready. So the way it works is you alternate asking and answering questions, starting with level 1 all the way up to level 3, honest answers only. Level 1 is perception. It's about gaining perspective on how others see you. And it can also be a test on how well you know each other, depending if it's already an existing friend. It's answer with the first response that comes to your mind. Level 2, connection. Who are you really? This round is about asking the rarely asked questions and connecting on a deeper level. And level 3, reflection. Time to reflect on your game experience. That's not really true because level 3 can be like, deeper questions. Sorry, I'm distracted by insects. So that's what this is about. I also have the self-love edition, which I've done before. Self-awareness starts with self-reflection, the self-reflection edition. But I'll do the friends one, which is kind of like the normal. I feel like you guys are too close. I'm not gonna look at myself. It's fine, whatever. Pardon me. All right, I spent time steaming this stinking shirt, and it's like I didn't even do it. Moving on. All right, so level 1, reflection, like the lighthearted, easy, not too intense questions. Let me see. I'm fine. I like to do this. I mean, I don't mind doing it. I just had to stop doing it because I didn't realize that there wasn't. I had stopped like doing more, I guess, asking questions about myself or answering questions about myself just because I didn't know. So let's see here. How many unread texts do you think I have right now? So you would ask the other person that, the person would answer. How many unread texts do I have right now? None. I'm a clearer. Like I hate looking at notifications. I hate seeing notifications. Like I've got to clear them out. I'm not good about. I do not like that. It's not my personality. have to clear it out. So I have 0 notifications because before I came on to do this, I cleared out all my notifications. And then I'll check afterwards. What outfit am I most likely to wear on a first date? To get specific. So again, this would be somebody else answering it for me, but I'll answer it. What outfit would I wear on a first date? I don't know, something comfortable. It depends on where we're going for the first date. Like I would wear this on a first date with some cute shoes. Makeup though, I put on a little makeup. When I say little makeup, I rarely put on full face makeup, meaning concealer, foundation. Well, I guess it's foundation, concealer. Anyway, is that the way it goes? My brain's not working today. Is it concealer first then foundation? I don't know. Point being, I rarely do that. Mascara, lipstick, that's what I do. That's my makeup. Yeah. Although I got this really good, I liked that a lot. I'll do that. I got that for the summertime. I did that. This bronzer, like full, it was nice. It easily blended. I like to do that kind of stuff during the summer. Did I answer my outfit? Oh yeah. So like something like this. Or a comfortable dress. I like dresses with pockets. Just depends on what we're doing. What's something I could do for hours on end without getting bored? Again, this would be something somebody would be answering it for me. What's something I could do for hours on end without getting bored? I don't know. This? I rarely actually get bored doing this. Oh, that one feels good. Gaming. Oh, I can see it. It's going on one of the new ones. I want to fight the Beatles. Go away. Anyway, it's making me mad. Anyway, yeah, gaming, I eventually, like, you know, I should disconnect. I honestly generally do feel that way. Like, over the weekend, that's what I did. I gamed. And then I was like, this is what I've done since before, was it before or after lunch? I'm like, I should probably stop. But, yeah. Are you a new one? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna fight these Beatles. Oh, I can't do it. I cannot watch them eat my freaking roses. Get. I need a water gun. I'm gonna go get a water gun. I have a water gun inside the house. I need to stay focused. You guys, I think I need to go inside. I can't do this. I cannot watch them eat my roses. Okay, it's fine. Moving on. These are all wild cards. You get wild cards that do things too. So like this said, wild card, do your best impression of me. The other person would do that. Wild card, write down the first thing you notice about each other. 30 seconds compare. So we would take turns doing that. All right, what do you think I'm sensitive to? This has been answered by other people. If you were to go back and listen to that playlist, I am sensitive to people's words. Here's the thing, and I'm well aware of it. And what's interesting, like 2 days ago, it talked about this, that it said we have to give account. That's what the Bible verse was about. We will give account to the words we've spoken to, or spoken to others, spoken out loud. And yeah, so I am sensitive to words, because words carry life and death. Words actually have meaning. We can say that we're joking or that we're being sarcastic, but that's usually it's coming from somewhere where there's a truth. Comedians pull from a truth, may not be their truth, but they pull from a truth. So, yeah, words. That's why I try to be careful with them. It's why, so again, I don't remember what I've talked about from, it's also why I do not say things I don't mean. I don't do that. It's not my energy. Now that I am human, and sometimes I can say things quickly and be like, oh man, I shouldn't have said that like that. Or I apologize for being so, brass, or whatever it may be. But yeah, and that's why, like, with being honest, if there's something I don't want to share, then I just don't talk about it. I don't talk about it because I'm not going to lie. So, yeah. What compliment do you think I hear most? I'm not going to answer that about myself. This thing, you guys, I'm going to migrate inside. This is starting to overheat. Just in a second, okay? And it started fading. That's what caught my attention. Give me just a moment. I have to migrate inside. How am I going to do this? We're going to go to my bedroom and do it there. I've got to clean up this stuff. Thank you for your patience. Oh my gosh, the block's hot. Yeah, this thing started getting hot. Okay. Yeah. Too many things. Okay, I will come back for you guys. I gotta do this in. I've got a cushion I'm sitting on, and then I've got this beer stein, whatever it's called, to take in and all that jazz. So give me just a second to take this in, and I will come back for you. It's blocked. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. There was a nosebleed that occurred. So thank you for your patience. I had to fix that. All right. Move the table. They're fine. All right, turning off the camera. I go inside. Hands are full. Phone, don't fall. Okay. Okay, put this down. Kate, honey, you cannot be in here. Go. Did it stop? Okay. All right. Thank you for patience. Much cooler inside. Okay. All right. Let's see what this looks like. Sorry about that. Okay. The young lady is here today. All right. So did that. Okay. Did I answer this one? Oh yeah, what compliment do you think I hear most? Not going to answer that. All right. The question is, which one of my Instagram posts describes who I really am? Not answering that. None of them, I don't think. I don't know what's left. And I don't think any of them, because those are just snapshots, you know what I mean? Right here. Okay. Probably one of my poem Instagram posts would be one of my poem reels. Ooh. Okay, this is perception. This is pretty deep. What qualities do you think I need most in a long-term partner? What do I tend to go for? So again, this is would be somebody answering it for me. But what qualities do I need most in a long-term partner? I don't know. I don't know. I guess I could think of. I think it's so hard to say, right? I think that when there's romance involved, it adds a different catalyst, you know, than friendships per se. Speaking of like chemistry wise. I think I don't need someone who's the same as me, because that's not what I'm trying to say. Because I think that the same outlook on life and outlook on others. You know, love, compassion, kindness, strength. You know, I don't know. That's such a hard thing to answer, I feel like. what I tended to go for. Well, I was in an on and off again relationship for 9 years. But I met them when I was coming out of who I was. So I think that, I don't know if I should count them. I have previously not like forced other, like I let people be who they are. I've learned that that can't be so in a long-term partner. Like we have to have certain things in common, certain beliefs in common. And then after that relationship, the one that led to my son, yeah, and I don't want to talk about that because it involves my son. So, and I don't want it to be negative or anything other. Wild card, scroll through each other's Instagram. What photos would you choose for your friend's dating app profile? I've actually done this with a friend before. Not this wild card, just happened to have done it. This is years ago. Anyway. What do you think I'm most likely to splurge on? I splurge on traveling because I love traveling. And when I travel, I do like to stay a certain way. Yeah. So that's what I splurge on. Okay. Oh, well, we've not. What's your favorite text you've received from me? This isn't, the other person can't answer that. I'm just going to skip ones that can't be answered. Not answering that, not reading it. Wow, this is not perception. This should be on, what was the second level? No. No. Who's the more hydrated friend? Bro. I think I'm, except for one other person that I know, I'm like, I drink a lot of water. A lot of water. Yeah. I don't remember when I last shared it, but I drink between 4 to 5 liters of water, so per day. What do you think I strongly dislike that most people obsess over? I feel like sometimes, you guys might be able to answer these. That people obsess over. Strongly dislike that people obsess over. I don't know. Generally don't have a thought about that in my head. What about me is most intimidating, if anything? I don't know. This is a good question. A friend answered this in one of the We're Not Really Strangers things that I did. I try not to be intimidating. I don't know what makes me intimidating. I guess my humility. Yeah. But here's the thing. There's this... I have been loved abundantly. And from the abundance I've been loved with. I'm talking about God. That's what I try to love with. And that's how I try to see others with. And if, for me, again, this is me only, no one has to be me, but for me, if I were to have pride and ego, or I think I'm better than somebody else, or I think that, then where's the room for love? That's just me. Nobody else has to be me, but that's my mindset. Also, quick as the stool to get kicked out from underneath it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Anyway. Yeah. I think it's because when I was a teen and before life like really happened to me, like, I mean, life did happen to me, but before sorry, before I forget, this is a bracelet my sister gave me. I forgot these rocks are supposed to be like calming or something like that, soothing. And this is a moonstone. Anywho, maybe these are moonstones. Moving on. What are they saying? Oh, yeah. Where like the decisions were solely mine. Like these were my decisions. These are the things I did. They were not, I was at my own liberty to make these decisions. It's not because of like, you know, life outside of me or life, as a kid and teenager, when it's not solely like your own, you know, you have your, at least me, right? Can't speak for everybody else, but like, you know, you have your parent that you're supposed to listen to, and, you know, you have family. So it's like this whole dynamic where I think it's not always just solely you. Fast forward to me being a young adult and doing all these things I said I would never do. And just, yeah. So I think that's also it. It's that, like, you know, I've felt anger enough to want to physically harm someone. I have, you know, all because somebody was speaking on me. Like they knew me. This is years ago, you guys. I was 18. I was 18. And to everybody else, I remember getting so angry because they embarrassed me and spoke like they knew the truth. Yeah. So, the point of sharing all that is to say that, like, I think that's it. I don't need to be humbled, Lord. Like, I don't need to be humbled. I don't need to be brought low to be shown and known. Oh, really? You think you're all that? I'm good. I'm good. I don't need that. Reminder, drink more water. I poured mine all out. Oh, I didn't bring it in here either. All right, let's go to level 2. How long is this? Okay, 30 something minutes. So level 2, what was level 2? 3 is reflection. What was connection? Level 2 is connection. That's right. All right, let's get those out. All right, level 2. Let's see. What are you usually wearing when you have the best time? What do you always regret wearing? Anything I'm not comfortable in, I always regret wearing. Like, you know, yeah, anything I'm not comfortable in. Meaning, like, if I feel like, ugh, I'm so stuffed, like, I'm like shoved in this, or like, ugh, I didn't actually, like, I'm wearing this, but this isn't actually me, that type thing. What am I wearing whenever I have my best time? It varies. Something I'm comfortable in. That varies. What's one small thing I've done for you recently that made you feel loved in a big way? How can I answer that? Showing that you care. And that varies for each person. But specifically, because If I get teary, it's because I'm thankful. To the people who see my heart, understand it, and don't run away. But instead, stay and show up and give it what it needs. Yeah. That's what I'm thankful for. Who in your life leaves you feeling drained? What boundary could we... Ay, Dios mío. Who in your life leaves you feeling drained? What boundary could you set with them? Done and done. Moving on. I'm going to say who. Those boundaries exist already. Do you... no, moving on. That's asking a question about an ex. Not doing that. What part of your job doesn't feel like work? So I've talked about this, but I don't know if I've done it recently. This doesn't feel like work. It feels like work when there's growing pains. Honestly speaking, that's when it feels like work. But in my writing, but typically speaking, this doesn't feel like work. It's why I do it. It satisfies me, right? Builds connection, but it also satisfies me. Writing satisfies me. My actual work does feel like work. You know, it's like I don't remember the last time I talked about this, but oh man, I should have my my MacBooks over there. I should have it so I can make sure to give the right so I can describe it correctly. But there's this hold on. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get my MacBook. 1 second. You guys know, well, you don't know. I'm self-conscious a lot. Not in like face-to-face, right? But there's something about this where it's like focused on you, where it makes me, I'm like, anyway, so I gotta get up and I don't want you looking. So 1 second. I'm just grabbing my MacBook. Okay. I gotta pay attention to time. Okay, we're good. Okay. All right. Let me... open. Make sure there's no sound. So, ikigai, right? So, Japanese concept, your reason for being. I've not been paid for this, but I think it's amazing for people who get to do this. So it's, you know, what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can get paid for, and finding that flow. But true ikigai isn't about just a career or making money. It's about finding joy in daily routines and feeling fulfilled. And this channel, you know, how God uses me here and my writing and all that stuff, that's typically where I feel that at. So I think it's really cool that people get to do and get paid for that thing that makes them happy. Like that's what they feel they were brought, you know, put on this earth for. It's their natural giftings, and it's what they get to get paid for. That's pretty amazing, you know, and everybody gets to do that. So although I don't get paid for this, I'm thankful for this space, and I'm thankful for, you know, that God has provided it. So not answering that one. What conversation are you avoiding was the question. It's not that I'm avoiding a question or avoiding a conversation. It's more of avoiding a topic that I would love to have a conversation about. Not the time nor place. What is something you wouldn't want to change about yourself? Leading with love first. It's what makes me who I am. I guess my conviction to, you know, try to love others, to love God and love others. That conviction, I don't want to change that. Were you comfortable having friends over growing up? Explain. Depends. So again, people may not know this. I moved around a lot. Oh wait, I did talk about that, didn't I? I did talk about that during this time, about how many different schools I went to. What did I say, 10? I moved around a lot. There was one time when I was a teenager that we lived in an apartment that I felt okay for people to come over to, but otherwise, no. We lived with my aunt for a little bit, well, more than once, but anyways. And there was a time where I felt okay for friends to come over there, but it was my aunt's house. It was not our house. So yeah. Explain. We were poor. And the friends that I had, so I grew up in the church I went to. And I currently don't have a church that I go to because of, well, you guys have heard my beliefs, and I don't believe in exclusion. So I have yet to find a place that agrees with that. Anywho, so what was I saying? Exclusion in any way. It's not just about, I don't want to get too deep. It's exclusion anyway. It's anything. Why are you keeping God away from, like, what? Why are you doing that? I don't care who or what. Like, I'm just, anyways. So that's why. Back to this. What was I saying? I don't know. Moving on. Oh, yeah. The people I went to church with were my friends. Other than my cousins. My mom's the youngest of 12, so I have a lot of cousins. And those were my friends. And then I had friends at church. And they were all from not as poor as me families. So, yeah. And feel comfortable having them come over. That's why. You know. I also was very guarded because of just my life. Whew, not reading that one. You guys don't even know them. So, what ex of mine confused you the most? Not a question to be asked here. You guys don't know them, and you can't answer it. Describe your perfect day. That depends. I don't know. It varies. What's something you used to do for fun? Can't do that. Answer that one. Okay, who was your earliest crush and one thing about them? My earliest crush, the crush I actually had. Are we talking about like in person or like a movie? Because there was a person, an actor that I had a crush on, but it's because of the characters they played. In real life, how old was I? 9. And they had dark hair, dark eyes. That's all I'll describe about them. I don't remember anything really about their personality that made me think they were shy. I have no idea. I don't remember. Nope. It's not a question to be asked here. Oh my gosh, so many wild cards. Take time to process the good things too. Okay. Have you ever had a friendship breakup before? What did it teach you? I think that all breakups that I have had in my life have taught me that it doesn't matter how willing you are. Eventually, if the other person's not doing any work or anything towards to help the relationship or grow in the relationship, you have to do what's best for you. That's what it's taught me. That it doesn't matter how much you try, how much you wish, how much you hope. You're only one person in a relationship. What's the most loving thing you've done for yourself recently? Told myself to stop thinking that. I've talked about this. I don't know if I've talked about it since, but I have never been one to be addicted to substances. It's just not my personality. There was a time in my life where I drank a lot, and I made myself stop drinking for 2.5 to 3 years because I was like, oh, it's too much. Gotta stop that. So, yeah. And I've always been able just to stop. Never been, it's not my personality. Thinking processes, though, thinking habits, that's my addiction. Negative thinking, talking bad to myself. And when I get stressed, I don't direct that towards other people. I direct it towards myself. So that's something that, like, you know, just saying, no, that's not true. That thing you're thinking, it's not true, you know. Even if it's, you know, whatever it is. You're so stupid. That's how I talk to myself. You're not stupid. You're human. So, okay. What are you procrastinating right now? Why does it feel so hard? I don't think I'm procrastinating anything. Procrastinating ending this because I like being here with you, and time really does fly. That's about it. Yeah, I dusted. What was it, over the weekend? Because when I was here last, I was like, it's grossing me out. I gotta dust. Yeah, I try to be on top of stuff. Only because if things stack up too much, then I really won't do them. I don't like doing it anyway. So if I have it stacked up, I don't really want to do it because then it's stacked up, you know? Yeah. I distance myself when, that's something that I've actually have tried to quit. I try not to distance myself. That is a work in progress that I think everybody here has kind of seen if you've been here from early on. But I tend to distance myself when I feel overwhelmed. Overwhelmed. And if, overwhelmed. I would say it that way. Negatively overwhelmed. Yeah. But, you know, God in his goodness. That's the whole thing about, like, when I'm saying being mentally and emotionally. I don't know why this shuts so much. Sorry, I can open it a little bit here. Because I can't, you know, I have a son to take care of, and in order to love him correctly and raise him as I need to. I can't really push anything aside. I have to make sure that I'm... Is that the question? Procrastinating? Oh, distance myself, was it? I can't distance myself from him, you know? Yeah. Also, I thought procrastinating probably rest. Problem with that. All right. I don't know. Okay, let's go do reflection really quickly. This is going to be an hour, and he still has to do his lesson. Today was a slower day for me, by the way. Tomorrow, not a slow day. So I thought, while I have time, let me do this. All right. So this is the reflection. You've shown me blank about myself. So the person, I would answer this about the other person. Or I would answer this like, okay, so you're the other person. You've shown me blank about myself. Okay. You've shown me that I'm not hard to love. How do I put that about myself? You've shown me that I'm lovable. I don't know how to say that, but have you seen me change over time? What hasn't changed at all? You guys can answer. What's something I don't give myself enough credit for? You guys can answer. Wild card, take a selfie, save it for memories. I'm sure my son's gonna come up here and be like, I'm hungry. He had a snack before I went out, though. How has our friendship changed for the better? I think we are more and more ourselves, right? I think I hope that our friendship has changed for the better to show that we stay. What do you need brutally honest advice about? I don't want any, no. Unless you're with me every single day and see my life here, then you can do that. Otherwise, I don't give opinion about your life. You don't give opinion about my life. That's how that works. Because I don't know all your life and you don't know all mine. Okay. What is something that I just get about you? These are ones I can't answer. Oh, I guess this one you can. What is something that I just get about you? What's something I just get about you? I don't know. Maybe we can't do the reflection ones. Finish the sentence. If it weren't for you, If it weren't for you, I'd not be doing this. Now, talked about how God has used this space, right? To, God is the person, right? But we're his hands and feet. And if it weren't for you, I wouldn't have moved to do any of this. Yeah, true story. What did you learn during this game that feels helpful for our friendship? How has our friendship raised your standards for all the rest? Oh, well, the core. That's what, I don't know. The core, it's like, the core is like, have you ever seen otters like laying on each other? You know, the core is like, it's like breath for me. Yeah. So I guess it's raised my standards because whomever, all that are responsible are a part of this, but if you love someone, you show them. So thank you. If you care about somebody, you show them. So, you've raised my standards because it's reciprocal. Our friendship is reciprocal. You and my other friend. All right, this is gonna be the last one. What's something that reminds you of me? Oh, you guys can answer that. Hold on, that doesn't count. These are all ones that like are for you to answer. Answering that one. Well, these are all not. You know what? I can't answer this one for you guys. What's a habit of mine that you're inspired by? A habit that I'm inspired by is someone's gonna always have something to say. So just keep being. That's the habit that I'm inspired by. Right? Someone's going to always have an opinion. Or this thing happened. Let's keep going. Life keeps moving. Anyway, thank you so much for your time and attention and spending over an hour with me. I really appreciate it. Thank you for listening to me be mad about the Beatles. And thank you for staying with me this whole time. I really appreciate it. I really, really, really appreciate it. Have a good day, night, evening, morning, whatever it may be for you. And thank you for touching my heart. Yeah. I appreciate it. Love you. I love you.